You acted like you didn't have them this whole time. You're eating them cold?
Yeah, they're not really good cold. They would have been better warm.
I hate it here. I hate it here so much.
It's Memorial Day. We have to eat Memorial Day food.
Oh, God, I hate it here. Someone just put me out of my misery.
Also, I'm not 100% certain that I didn't get some good on your rug.
No, it's you.
What?
It's you.
The sneeze?
That smells.
No, I said I didn't. I'm not certain I didn't get some of those on the rug.
Oh, God.
I know it's me. I smell. We ate a lot of meats today. My body's doing a lot of processing right now. Adding some. Oh, I got vegetarian. I fucked myself over. I thought I got
instant karma.
I thought I got maple. This is Trace's. The smaller one was mine because he bought the bigger can.
Why would he buy the bigger can if he doesn't even like them?
And he bought vegetarian. They're still not that bad. They just don't have the maple and bacon in it that mine were supposed to have. This is so upsetting.
It's instant karma.
I mean, this gag paid off, but at what cost?
You just like pulled it out.
I was like, I don't have a cold open today. What am I going to do? What am I going to talk about? And then it dawned on me that I never got the can of beans open because you hate baked beans.
I hate them.
And Kristen hates baked beans, and Renisha hated baked beans. But we were all here today for the Memorial Day little cookout we were going to do, and I thought I'm going to bring a can of baked beans and eat them from the can with a spoon just to gross everyone else out.
I was wondering if you were going to like heat them up on the stove.
I thought initially, but I thought they won't be too bad cold. But these are pretty terrible cold. And it's the vegetarian one, so.
What does that mean?
I guess it's still
a bean is vegetarian.
It says it still has brown sugar and spices. I guess I can taste that brown sugar, but I want the one that has my bacon in it.
But like, what does it mean to be vegetarian?
That there's no meat, I guess, in it whatsoever.
Do they usually have meat in them?
Some of them have bacon.
I didn't know that.
Mine was supposed to have bacon. This was supposed to be a better gag than it was.
I told you, instant karma.
But now, because I've eaten some more beans, that gas that's been seeping from
it's about
me
to be fucking
while
ridiculous.
we've been sitting here,
God
I'm about to start tearing my ass asunder.
Asunder.
All right, I guess I can put this away if you're ready to
please.
get going. You want a bite before we go?
No, fuck no.
Oh, all right. Fucking party poop over here. I want to enjoy some of my baked beans straight from the can.
Nope. I'm good.
I'm just going to eat baked beans in the morning before I go to work and just shit my pants the entire day.
You would do that shamelessly too, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, all aboard the short bus to hell. Please remember when boarding to keep your hands and feet inside the ride at all times. We are not responsible for missing items, brain lesions, cardiac arrest, the abandonment by a loved one, exploding kittens, or world domination by little green men. We will take credit for a good time and the occasional moistness you might feel at varying locations of your person. This ride may not be for everyone, and if that's you, please find the nearest window to throw yourself from the vessel. Buckle up and enjoy.
Welcome to Great Friends, Okay People. I am your host. What's the matter, Cody? We just got started.
I don't even know. I think it's just because I'm shocked that you got the name right.
We got the name right.
I never have a problem. You did.
You also never say it, and if you never say something, you can't get it wrong.
Great Friends, Okay People.
There you go. You just copied me now.
But I can literally always say it.
Because, as usual, I'm a great leader.
Okay.
Carry this team as always.
Let's show somebody your video game skills.
Anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted by dildo vacuums, bald beautiful bitch, and other things that I can't remember that I've called you in these last 9 or 10 episodes.
Oh my god.
I am Anthony Gas Me Up Bean Baby Hockenberry, and I'm joined by Are you Bean Baby?
Jesus Christ. And I am just simply Cody. Simply Cody.
What's up? What's wrong with my name?
Bean Baby.
No, it wasn't Bean Baby. It was Anthony Gas Me Up Bean Baby Hockenberry.
Oh my god. I don't even understand. I get it.
This is off to a wild start.
And for those of you who aren't here right now, this whole area stinks of raw sewage.
It doesn't smell like raw sewage. Maybe it's your pipes. You should get
Stand up and sit down again.
I'd rather not do that.
Yeah,
Cody.
thank you.
I'd rather not do that.
Yeah, thank you.
Maybe it was the vegetarian beans that I accidentally ate.
That just happened? They wouldn't have ate that quick. Oh my god. And I'm getting over a cough. So,
It'd be a weird thing to come over a cough.
yeah, right.
Some people fap to weird things, but that would probably be the weirdest I've heard of.
No, it wouldn't.
Coming to a cough?
There's a dude out there who fucks his car's exhaust pipe.
No, he fucked his neighbor's gas pipe.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Or no, he rubbed on his car. I don't know. They're people fucking things and doing things they shouldn't be doing.
And a woman
cars.
who eats her husband's cremations.
Yeah, and all that good stuff. And
There's so many weird
and
things.
at worst, I brought beans to eat cold. Like, see, I'm perfectly normal in the grand perspective of the universe.
So fucking normal.
You're gonna be a mess this episode.
Oh god, I know the cough is just.
So anyway, we've got good stuff for you this episode. We're gonna talk about a priest who bit a woman during communion.
Oh yeah, the focus this episode is fuck around and find out, right?
Yeah, fuck around and find out. We've got a man who was charged a fine for trying to body slam an orca.
Oh yeah, that one's fun.
What's the last one we got?
A bull attack.
Oh yeah, a bull attack that was completely expected by anybody except the person who was trying to feed it.
Yeah, like.
So before we get into the grand meat of it all, meat's what put us here in this gassy position in the first place.
Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day. What was that poop log I sent you?
Wait, but I also don't understand that phrase.
Happy Memorial Day?
It's not happy.
Oh, I think the fact that you can remember them for giving their lives is what makes it happy, that they did something so noble.
I guess so. To me, it's just not happy.
I gave you a whole other reason to remember today. Would you like to share with the class?
I already forgot.
The poop log?
We're not even talking about it. We're not talking about it. If I go in that bathroom and I see streaks.
Don't worry, buddy. I got it right here.
Oh, fuck me.
All right. At Cody's house, happy Memorial Day. In honor of remembering the fallen, I hope to streak his toilet as a memorial of my fallen.
Jesus Christ.
Russ liked it too.
Of course he did. He was a fucking poop log. Jesus Christ.
That app or whatever program you want to call it is far more social compatible than it should be.
Yeah, it should be a lot more shame-based.
I am very concerned that there is a part on there where you can take pictures.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, I've not really dug around, but if you open up the map as a whole, you can click on random ones that other people have done, and I'm afraid that I'm going to come across, at the very least, someone's Lincoln log.
Did you see the one that I sent you on Instagram the other day?
I don't remember.
Where they opened the toilet seat up, and it was like an animal went in there, but it was really just a woman?
No, I don't think I saw that.
It was a girl's bathroom. And they opened the toilet up, and it literally looked like...
What are you looking for?
There's nothing here that even compares it, but let's just say put these two cans together, and that was the width and also the length.
That's disturbing.
And it was just sitting there in the bowl. She didn't flush. And it looked like it was at a girl's school.
She probably tried to flush it, but it wouldn't go down and fought for its life, so she just walked away.
It was just standing there up against the bowl.
What did I tell you about the one that I took yesterday?
I don't remember these things.
I said that I destroyed it, but I said, what was it I said? It was so brilliant too, and I was like, it's like that meme that I sent you where the joke you say ruins the entire conversation, but you sit there knowing it was fire.
That's you in the car.
Oh, it was me. It was when I said that that I demolished her bathroom or whatever, but like any other cool guy does in an action film, I didn't turn back when I walked away because you don't turn back and look at the explosion when you're leaving it.
I immediately thought of Helldivers at that point when you said that, because I've done that in that game, and that was the only way that I could cope with you even telling me that.
Well, anyway, before we get into the good juicy meats of it all, guess we should get caught up. You look like
The good juicy meats
yeah,
of
the
it
good
all.
juicy meats.
Jesus Christ.
What's wrong with that?
You and
Meat
your-
should be juicy.
You and your meat talk today on Memorial Day.
Fine. I only put several hot dogs in my mouth over the weekend.
I was surprised all the kids ate as much as they did.
Some of them didn't eat shit. Like
Your daughter.
yeah, my daughter. She wanted hot dogs so bad, and then she didn't. She took one bite of it, not even like a real bite, just like a.
And then as you're leaving, I'm hungry now.
Yep. All the time, every fucking time. But she was cramming candy as much as she could get. That's neither here nor there, though. So, the point of this episode, not this episode, but the show, is that we wanted to demonstrate to people that we were not the greatest of humanity, but we were far better than the examples that we talk about.
Yeah.
And if you talk to ChatGPT, because you know it has the function where it talks back to you now.
Yeah.
I was talking to it when I was listening. I gave it an evil prompt, so it was an evil personality or whatever. And I asked it what it thought about our show, and it was like it aptly described it, which I was surprised. Like AI is getting scary good. It was talking about like the podcast where the two hosts, Anthony and Cody, talk about examples that they get into in life where they may not be the best of humanity, but they strive to prove that they're not the worst or something like that. I was like, AI knows what we're doing.
Wait, you didn't tell any of it?
All I said was, I'm looking for a new podcast. I was thinking about checking out Great Friends, Okay People. What do you think about it? And that's what it told me.
Oh, so it went to Spotify's like description probably.
Yeah, but it twisted it around a little bit too from what was put up there.
What made it evil?
Nothing. I think it just said. I think it said something about like it's supposed to be funny if you're into that kind of thing. Like it didn't really have anything evil to talk about, but it was like, I will teach you how to make flamethrowers if you want to know how to. It was like, maybe not today, ChatGPT.
I'm ready though. I'm ready.
I've got the prompt. I can give it to you. But anyway, so the point of this podcast is we're supposed to set out to prove that we're not the worst of humanity's offer. And I think after this past weekend, I'm going to have some difficulty justifying that.
Why?
So let's start with Friday night.
Oh no.
We were at Kristen's mom's to get the kids after we were out to buy the freeze dry machine that she wanted. And we got there, we got them started loading up in the car, and all of a sudden I hear a sound that I equivocate. Is that a word?
Equated to.
Equate. What? I don't know. That doesn't sound right. Equivocate.
I didn't say that.
No, I know, but that sounds like a word, and I don't think it is.
It's not. But go ahead. Keep going.
Before I have a stroke.
Just keep going.
Anyway, a noise that I would equate to the sound of pod racers, like in the first the Phantom Menace, when the one loses an engine and it starts spinning out of control, and then that engine flies into another engine and fucking destroys it, and it starts making a bunch of like whirling noises or whatever. I heard that noise, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" And I turn and look, and I see an SUV spinning, and its tires are having trouble staying on the ground. And it lifts up on its side of the tires, and then comes back down. And then I saw the other car that hit it was on the intersection, the other road intersecting it. And I just looked at it for a moment, and I was like, something needs to be done. I need to do something with this, but I don't know what. And I'm like, I'm not a hero. And I was like, it's interesting when you think about it, because you get into moments where these things happen, and you're like, how are you going to react to it? And you don't know until you're in it, because in my mind, 1,000 times I would have run and been like, well, obviously I'm going to run in and try to make sure everyone's okay. But I saw the driver of the one vehicle run to the other vehicle, so I'm like, okay, they're checking on them. I don't think anyone's calling 911, because the few people that were standing around watching it were just gawking. I don't think I saw any phones out. So I called 911 on their behalf. And I was like, okay, I did my good deed. I reported it. They know where it is. They're going to send help. They asked me like if I knew if anyone was hurt or anything, and I said no, we're down the street from where the accident is. I can't see anything from where we are, but I said I saw the one driver get out and go get the other one. And I said everyone seems to be standing outside, so I don't think anyone's detrimentally injured. I said as far as I can tell, they're okay, probably shaken or whatever. And they're like, all right, thank you. So I turned to Kristen and I go, they're about to have a really bad day, but their bad day is about to make our day bad, because they're going to block off the road if we don't get out of here right now before the ambulance comes. It's like, go, 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 go. So we load the kids up, and I peel into another driveway and peel out, and I start driving off. But there's a truck that's in front of me who's also gawking at the accident as he's trying to get out because he's like he had the same idea that I had that he had to go somewhere, but if he didn't leave right now, he wasn't going. And so it was just like, oh, how unfortunate they got into this really terrible accident. It looked like it was a bad one. We need to get the fuck out of here.
But at least you called 911.
Yeah, at least I called 911. So I did call 911, but I thought, man, they're having a bad day because they got into an accident. But now I'm gonna have a bad day because they're blocking my road out of here.
It's all perspective.
At least I consider their bad day too. As far as I know, everyone was okay. I didn't see anyone get taken away by ambulance or have to get cut out of the vehicles or anything. I guess one guy blew through a stop sign at full speed and they hit at the intersection.
Who was the one at fault, the SUV or the car?
The car. I think he was the one that blew through because it was I didn't even see it. Like I didn't see any of it. I just saw a fucking car fucking spin to a stop. But it was bad. And the one that raised up on the two wheels had a young kid in it, so I was really concerned about them, but they all seemed okay other than being shaken from being in an accident. I just thought, man, I really wish that my first thought was we have to get out of here or we're not going to be out for a few hours.
That would suck.
And then my other guffaw in judgment or morality or whatever was we were leaving. I saw a woman. We were leaving Giant Eagle to come here today. And when I pulled out, I saw the cart that a woman had pushed the corral but not put into the corral had turned itself around because of the incline and was headed for a car that was parked right beside me. And I pulled out so that it wouldn't hit me instead. And I just kept driving. I didn't even look back to make sure it didn't hit her. I just kept going.
Okay, so
she was in the car too, so it wasn't like a victimless
I
crime.
am 99% sure I have maybe accidentally damaged a car one time.
Accidentally.
Um,
This sounds like a workup to a confession.
I threw the cart in the corral, and the wheel was weird, so it didn't go in the corral. It went like I can't even describe it, but like the rightest turn ever, directly into a car. And I went over to the car and didn't see a dent, like any dent or anything. So I just took the cart and like manually put it in there, and then I drove away.
So it sounded like maybe I might have accidentally caused some damage.
But
was
this was I think 15 years ago, so I was just a little lad.
Just a little lad.
I was just a little lad, so I was still innocent.
It's fine. Morality has a statute of limitations.
I was naive then.
I was naive.
Just a little lad that was naive. I wouldn't do it now.
Fucking shopping carts do a lot more damage than you would think they would do.
But I really like the self-governance theory.
Oh, is that about the what kind of person you are if you would put the cart back in the corral?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so interesting to me because I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but I see this happen all the time. And there's, everyone always knows what a Karen looks like. We all know. And when I see what looks to be a Karen going to her car with the cart and then just leaving it, I'm like, that adds up.
Mm.
And then you always see like those people who are like the old people who are like struggling to walk, but they'll make the effort to go put it back. Sometimes I'm in a really good mood and I'll like offer to take it for them.
Right.
But it's just the self-governance theory is so interesting because it's just like, okay, cool, it adds up.
Yeah, I do watch people who don't put it back and they just push it into like another parking spot. I'm like,
yep, I'm like, you would be what would make the end of the world terrible.
I learned how damaging carts can be when I was just a young lad, and there was somebody left a cart in the space that I was trying to pull into, and it was a close space. So like, if I didn't pull in that one, I'd have to drive down and walk. And fucking youthful and viral, virant.
I think it's viral.
Viral, not viral. That's
it's viral.
If you're viral, you need to get some antibiotics.
Right.
That viral. I mean, I might have been viral too at some point. I did have chlamydia once.
I think that's bacteria because you can cure it with an antibiotic.
Yeah, sleeping with a married woman. I mean, it makes sense.
It's fine.
The good old youthful lad days. But anyway, so I was like, well, I'm not fucking getting out, even though I'm young and energetic and full of life, and walking all the way down from the other parking spot. I almost said parking spot, like I'm fucking Boston. And so I was like, I'm just gonna play a little bumper car with the cart. And so I like gave it a slow push with my car, and it fucking shattered my casing on my headlight.
What?
Yeah, those things fucking do some damage. I thought
I would have never known that.
I thought it was gonna be cool and just give it a good bump and move it, but
Oh, fuck that.
it did move. I did have a crack that I had to replace the
fuck
entire
that.
casing. So don't recommend playing bumper cars with the carts that are stationary. But anyway, all that aside, so in order to get into our first topic of the evening, that's quickly turning into night because now it's 9:19 p.m. We're going to talk about the Catholic Church, but this time in a twist in which they're not molesting children.
They were playing bumper cars with each other.
They were playing bumper cars. Oh, that's not a fun way to talk about molestation.
That's what I was going to say.
That's a terrible thing to say, Cody.
That's what I was going to say.
All of a sudden, I'm starting to look like a fucking saint over here.
It's fine.
I
hope all people get their carts back to the corral.
I can't even see the article because I've got this bitch telling me the weather. Okay, she's gone now. Just turns out there is no ad for the weather on this article. It's just schizophrenia slowly creeping in. What a boring schizophrenia to have.
Right?
You could have fucking visions of dragons and fucking medieval knights fighting them, and I'm just over here getting a visual of the weather woman telling me what it's going to be like tomorrow.
Fucking Rain Man schizophrenia.
The worst schizophrenia.
Oh god, I have her now. It's coming to me.
The schizophrenia is contagious.
Fuck.
Oh, Jesus. All right, let's talk about Catholic priests in a different light this time. So the article is titled "Woman Bitten by Catholic Priest During Communion. He Wouldn't Give Me the Cookie." I think first off, it's hilarious that she's calling it a cookie.
What is it called again?
The communion wafer.
Yeah.
It's
Sacrament.
Sacrament. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have heard people call it Jesus before though.
Jesus. That is fucking hysterical. There's no other way I'm gonna ever call it anything other than that.
Some grape juice to wash.
Wait,
down
so
the
she
Jesus.
actually bit?
He bit her.
Oh, he bit her.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh god! Now I've got fucking Kathy from
He wouldn't
Amazon.
give me the cookie. I don't know if it was the way I was dressed or if it is what I like. What?
So a Central Florida, of course it's Florida, that's always Florida. A Central Florida Catholic priest is charged with battery after a woman says he bit her during communion. She told police in St. Cloud that the scuffle began after he initially refused to give her the sacrament. He wouldn't give me the cookie.
Oh, Eucharist.
Oh, Eucharist, yeah.
That's what it is.
He wouldn't give me the cookie. How hungry are you during church service?
This
That little thin wafer is going to fill you
Go
up.
to the food bank.
He wouldn't give me the cookie. I don't know if it was the way I was dressed or if it was what I liked, the woman said. A witness said, so he tried to forcefully shove it in her mouth. She backed up. She said, no, don't do that. And she tried to get it. She tried to get it, and that is when he went crazy. Fucking Catholic priest trying to shove things in people's mouths, man.
Oh, trying to play bumper cars.
I'm sorry if that joke doesn't age well, but neither do the kids that get molested. Now we're on par for an episode.
I was watching a video on TikTok earlier, and it was like these two drag queens were talking to each other because they were doing their own podcast, and the one was like, I was down on my knees because I was touched by the hand of God, and the other drag queen goes, that's funny, I was touched by a priest. Because the other drag queen's face was so white and so scared. I was just like...
It's just like a third party hand of God.
I had to play it again because I was losing my shit.
Accurate. Sad and accurate.
Oh my god, I know.
So the priest tells a different side of the story. He said that the woman had come to an earlier mass but did not seem to understand how to receive communion, so he denied her the Eucharist. He says that their conflict occurred when she returned for a later mass as she reached for an entire batch of communion wafers. Give me the cookies! Num 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 num. He turned
an entire batch. Like
she was fucking hungry for the body of Christ.
I'm not judging you.
He says, "I'm not judging you." He says the conflict. Wait a minute. I'm so. Oh, entire match. Okay. I'm not judging you. I'm asking you, did you confess after Mass? If you did not confess, I cannot give you communion. I bit her. I'm not denying that. I am defending myself in the sacrament. The priest said that he reacted as he did to protect the sacrament.
What?
What a wild way.
Like, do you think Jesus would be like, let's just fight people because they didn't confess?
Like, the body of Christ is so sacred that it
compelled
represents
him.
this wafer represents it, and he has to bite this woman to protect Jesus' body.
The body of Christ compelled him.
The bite of Christ compelled you.
Like, I just don't understand. And these people are supposed to be like such upstanding citizens, and it's just funny to see like there's a crack in the foundation.
I just don't understand. Like, biting seems like such a jump in the chain of things that could occur.
I wish there was video. Why didn't someone have a World Star moment? Like,
That's what you were telling me to do with the accident.
I know.
You're like, record it.
Like, why didn't you get video?
Oh no, that fight at McDonald's. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
The fight at McDonald's that broke.
No, but as you were telling the story today, I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, why didn't you record it? But like, I just want I want people to have their World Star moment more often, and I want my own World Star moment, but it never happens.
Now she's probably got rabies.
It might happen though, because every time I seem to go hang out with the lesbians in Louisville, there's always a fight somewhere.
Do you think that they're like catalysts for that kind of thing? Because their presence makes people want to fight?
Well, my one friend is.
Or do they start the fighting?
No, they never start the fights. But my one friend has a very, very aggressive mouth. So when we're out in public, she will not hold back if she sees something, and it has gotten us into trouble before. But
mouth.
I love it.
On paper, that sounds like a great thing. In the bedroom.
In practice.
In the bedroom, perfectly fine. Out in public.
But in practice, it's not that great. But it is actually a lot of fun going out with them. I just never have ever gotten to the point where I'm like, I never can remember to like pull my phone out. Because I'm always in the moment. And like, I pride myself on being the type of person who, like, when I'm with my friends, I like don't touch my phone as often.
I know, because I feel abandoned.
And when I'm with them, especially, it's just like we're always doing something. So like I don't ever have my phone out, and like whenever I do see that shit, I just don't think about it until after the fact, and I'm like, God damn it! On my World Star moment. So one of these days,
I've always got something too that I feel like is more important than whatever you're doing with your other friends, and I'm just like, Cody, pay attention.
No, but then if I say that to you, you tell me that I'm dramatic.
Like, Cody, I've got something so hilarious I gotta tell you, and then I'll just send you a poop vlog.
And then I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. This cannot be real.
You should just start reading it out loud as punishment to everyone else involved.
Oh, I would probably be shunned.
But then you have more time for me.
That's fine.
It works out better
yeah, it
that
all
way.
works out. It's whatever.
It's like when you wanted to take your portal to the bar, and you're like, I feel like I would get bad looks for that.
No, I was at a pool party.
Oh, pool party.
Yeah, it was a nightclub pool party thing.
Oh, that's what the rave was?
Yeah.
That you looked miserable at?
No, I think I actually looked like I had fun. I did have fun, but it felt miserable. Like every time I like pulled out my phone, I was like, I fucking hate it right now. And then like, because we were all just standing there.
Yeah.
We should have bought a fucking table.
And it's hot and muggy too.
It was terribly hot, which I'm fine with because I don't want it to be cold. Like right now, it's cold, but like we should have bought a table. We had enough people that we would have bought a table, and it would have been the same amount for what we paid for our ticket.
Yeah.
And that would have been amazing. So we're gonna do it the next time. But guess how much a table costs?
100?
No,
More than that?
$1,100.
$1,100 for a table.
Yeah.
Nice.
So somebody got a table, and then you know those girls that come around with the sign and the champagne bottles or whatever bottle you get, and it's like sparklers in it.
Yeah.
So like they had the sign, and one of them said "fuck Joe Biden," and I just was like, "You gotta be kidding me! Why does everyone have to turn it into politics?" Like you don't see anybody like I wish somebody would have battled it with being like "fuck Trump."
Yeah.
But
because we can't get into politics too much here.
No, but I just wish that somebody would like balance it out because that would have been actually fucking hysterical.
I was gonna go with that. You don't see that because we're a classier type than they are, but we're really getting into divisive lines here, so maybe we don't need to continue that one.
I mean, I will say fuck Trump. I don't need to say let's go Trump or let's go Brandon. I don't need to mask it. I'll just say it.
It's like when they're like, well, if you're so proud of your president, why aren't you wearing merchandise with his name on it? It's like, we're not fucking cultists.
Right. And we don't necessarily want him, but he is the Democratic nominee. Um,
Lesser two evils.
right. So we're just gonna cut that. Anyways, so I just wish that like somebody had like balanced it out, which would have been hysterical in my mind. To like just like see people like seeing it and then like seething at the mouth as they're all drunk and like on whatever drugs they're on. Which this one lady came out to me and my other friend while we were smoking, and she was on like Molly or something, and she was like smoking her cigarette, and she asked me for my lighter, and she's like trying to like gnaw at her cigarette, and I'm like, breathe. She goes, oh, thank you, I forgot.
Thank you, I forgot.
And I was like, what? How?
What exactly is in the cigarette you're trying to smoke right now?
I think she took Molly, so I don't know, or ecstasy. But it was just funny because she was like, her jaw was like grinding, and I was like, take a minute and just chill. She goes, oh well, so, like we introduced ourselves to her, and she's like, I always feel like a bag of shit when I want to go smoke with some of my friends. So I was like, well, if you see us, you can come smoke with us. I'll also remind you to breathe. And then as she was walking away, she goes, thank you so much. So like those moments were fun, but then just like staying there, I was like, this is.
The places you go have the most unhinged people I've ever heard of.
I know, I love it. I love it. I love being around unhinged people because then I just get to sit back and just watch it.
That's why you keep me around. That's why we're best friends, because you love unhinged people. Because I bring a fucking can of baked beans to eat for a cold open.
And you just casually bring it up, and it's just like, you know, a regular day for you, but for me, it's just like my worst nightmare of a meal.
Eventually, I'm gonna run out of ideas for cold opens, and we're like, we're here. Let's start the show. That'll be it.
I don't see that happening any day soon. I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Oh Jesus! All right.
So basically, this is just. Honestly, this might be one of the weirdest fucking stories I've heard in a long time.
I'm just, for one, I'm glad to hear of a Catholic priest that didn't diddle somebody.
Yes, I'm ecstatic about that.
I mean, they're still
But,
putting their body part where it doesn't belong.
Right, but like, was this? I mean, you may need to go find an exorcist, because if you're feeling compelled to bite people,
Apparently, he was hungry too, and the Jesus wasn't.
it's in Florida. What if he did bath salts?
I might have.
Because they just eat people and they're on bath salts there.
Just like Florida's full of people on bath salts
Oh
eating.
God, do you remember when that face eating thing happened? Oh, my cousin group chat didn't let it go for like 2 years.
Sometimes people are delicious.
This is why I have tattoos.
Jeffrey Dahmer, the people nommer.
No, this is why I have tattoos, because nobody will want to eat me.
The people nommer.
The people number.
All right.
So the next one is personally my favorite. My personal favorite.
Is this also Florida? Do you know? I didn't see. Oh no, it's New Zealand.
Yeah, it's New Zealand.
Which I think might be considered like the Florida of.
No.
No.
No. New Zealand is like very put together.
I've never really known anything much about New Zealand.
Australia is like the Florida.
That's okay. That's fair.
But I don't think it's all of Australia. I think it's just like certain parts.
This must have been someone who came from Australia who said New Zealand.
But this is actually really wild. And I just wish I could see a video. They don't have a video again. What is with all these articles and not having video?
I'm sorry I've failed you.
There's got to be something on TikTok. Somebody had to have gotten it.
So while there is no video, there's sponsored content on the bottom of this article, and I think we usually have different things when we come across the sponsored
We'll get
article.
to that at the end.
Okay.
Because mine, I think I just saw somebody that's like, let me go down.
Okay.
No, it's not him. Never mind. But basically what had happened was, a New Zealand man is fined for trying to body slam an orca. For those of you who don't know, an orca is a killer whale. And I'm going to give that little footnote in there because the amount of people who I saw in the comments of the orcas that were attacking people's yachts, they didn't know what an orca was.
Oh, yeah.
And the amount of people being like, what is an orca? And I'm like, you see a picture of it? Do you not know what an orca is compared to a killer whale? It's the same thing.
There is a video, but we have to go off the site to find it.
Oof.
It says the video taken off the coast of Devonport, Auckland, shows a man leap from a boat in what appears to be an attempt to land on or body slam the orca in the water.
Wait, it's only a $600 fine. I would do it.
Yeah, well, it didn't fucking kill you.
I touched it, the man said in the video, followed by cheers and laughter from others aboard. See, the thing is like, I think generally speaking, killer whales are non-violent to humans.
Yeah. Except when that weird happening was going on where they were attacking rich people's
They're still
yachts.
doing it.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're still doing it, and I fucking love it. Eat the rich. Eat the rich.
We can't do it, so the whales are gonna do it for us.
The whales are going to do it. They're going to just take these things down. I really, really love killer whales and I love orcas, except for the videos that I see when I see them taking down or eating a penguin or a seal. It makes me very sad. But I touched it. And it's a 50-year-old.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to start watching
So
it.
like, yeah, I love the people called it shocking and stupid behavior. Well, yeah, because the guy's an idiot, which I'm actually really surprised the guy was 50 and did it. So like, he had to have been fucking hammered. Had to have been. Leap of boat appears to be attempted body slam the orca, and they don't really say. They just like are talking now about orcas. Like, orcas are the ocean's top predator, which is actually not true. Orcas are immensely powerful animals, and this really could have ended horribly with either the startled whale being injured or the man being harmed by the aggravated animal. Yeah, it would have been aggravated, so it probably would have been an interesting story to see like how this thing. I wonder how it would have like. What did the orca think?
Well, the orca ended up staying near the boat. It looks like I'm watching the video now on Facebook, and it shows. I'll post it up here too. But it shows like him jump off of the boat into the water where the orca was underneath the surface, and then it looks like the orca swims off. But then it comes back and it's just kind of chilling there. It doesn't actually like attack him or anything. He's still in the water.
He's still in the water.
Yeah, it doesn't attack him or anything. It just kind of reappears and shows and just chills.
Let me see it.
All right, so we'll post this. Oh, when I turned off the fucking.
I touched it. Is he still in the water?
Yeah.
Oh, he is sitting there. Oh, he goes back.
Yeah.
There's two.
Why are they cussing so much? But yeah, so that's the video.
That is wild. I don't think I'd ever have the balls to do it.
No, not at all. I've been immediately terrified of getting anywhere near the water. I'd be as much on the boat as I could possibly be.
I think I would do it for a regular whale.
I don't know. It seems like a wild game to play. A lot of fuck around and find out that I'm not ready for.
Right, so that fuck around and find out that being the theme, I wonder what would have happened if he would have stayed in the water now that two of them showed up.
I don't know.
Because if more than one is around, that typically means that they're like in hunting formation.
Fucking hunting the one dude who had to body slam them.
Yeah. That's awesome. I love it. And it's my favorite article of the week.
It's your favorite article of the week.
My favorite article.
All right, so since that was all there was to that article, just the man body slamming to work on the water.
But then it kind of goes along with this next one.
But what about the sponsored content you wanted to talk about?
Oh, yeah. What do you got?
So my first one is take one shot of olive oil at night. And
That's my second one.
All right, so I saw that one and I thought immediately, that's how you're going to shit your brains out in the middle of your sleep.
100%.
You're just going to lubricate everything.
Did you hear about when people were getting the olive oil drinks from Starbucks?
In Starbucks, yeah. That was fucking wild. I couldn't believe that people actually liked it. That would fucking lube me up.
I've had olive oil ice cream recently.
Yeah,
it was surprisingly good.
I don't think I've ever heard of that. It sounds
very,
terrible.
very Italian.
Of course it is.
And I thought it was gonna be terrible, but they ordered it for the table, and I tried it, and it was actually really fucking good.
I don't have any more cool, fun content, so I'm hoping you got something good on yours.
Mine is just barefoot shoes are the best thing you can do in 2024. A teaspoon on an empty stomach will slim your waist from 38 to 29. And it doesn't say what it is, so I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's all very clickbaity.
And then
I saw this one.
looks like an AI photo of what's his face? George Clooney as a judge, but it's not George Clooney. It's like a very bad AI. And it's about Georgia saying goodbye to your home insurance bill. if you live in a certain zip code. Oh, then there's a dude holding a staff in the woods, acting like he's a wizard.
You got far more better articles than I got.
They don't want you to carry one, but it's not prohibited, and it's literally a wand.
They don't want you carrying it. Like, we can't legally stop you, but we prefer you didn't carry one around.
What? Look, it's literally like a staff or a wand.
Yeah.
They don't want you to carry, and it's called tact staff. I gotta click it. The clickbait's got me.
The fucking rabbit hole that you're
So then
going
it's clickbait. It's straight up clickbait because it doesn't even look like what the picture showed you.
Good job, Cody. You've discovered what clickbait is.
I hate it here.
I would like to now teach you about tabloids.
What in the fuck is this thing? Okay, anyways. We're moving on.
Are we?
To the next one.
The next one. Oh, we have a video for this one, too. I'll just make sure I put both these up. So,
Oh, this is fucked because you can easily get killed by one of these.
the next fuck around and find out what we got here is a video shows bull attack tourist who was feeding the animal on a Mexico beach.
Oh my god, I'm seeing it right. Oh, it's a woman.
It's a woman this time?
She tried to wrestle it.
Oh, damn.
She got gored.
It is not fucking around. It's angry as shit. You're not doing us any favors.
She doesn't look like she's injured. She's not hurt.
But, like, what are you doing in the event
You
of
see how she tried to like wrestle it?
Yeah, what are you doing in the event of a bull goring you like that? Like, it feels like fighting back isn't going to help. But running also doesn't seem like it's going to help.
No, you're supposed to not move.
No word yet if the woman suffered any injuries. That's wild. I like how many people are like, let's just stand around this bull after we just watch it fucking gore a woman. People are fucking stupid.
I have no words.
But for once, it wasn't a man and it wasn't a white person. That's what fucking matters.
I love how they're like, there's no word of her injury. She's not injured. She's literally walking away happy as can be that she's...
Well, maybe not happy as can be. That looked fairly painful.
But like, the fact that she tried to fight back. She grabbed the horns and was like trying to wrestle it. I'm like, what? Do you not see how small?
She was probably not trying to wrestle. She's probably trying to like fucking get it to leave her alone. It's like, well, if I push back, maybe it won't bother me.
Yeah, she's wrestling it.
All right, whatever, buddy. It's not the point. All right, it's not the point. God damn.
This fucking cough.
It's so much funnier than my cough. My cough literally made terrible audio and made everything I said inaudible. And yours is just adding to the laughter.
Oh my god, it's the worst.
You and your fucking strep not strep.
I just really want to know why you would think it'd even be a good idea to feed it. Like, that thing is on the beach because it lives there. It knows how to survive.
I don't think I ever thought about... Sorry, I'm checking real quick to make sure we're okay. All right, we're still good. I never thought about what a bull's natural environment is. If you asked me where would you find bulls in their natural environment, never once would I have thought near a beach at all.
Well, they have them down there, I think, like relatively just like everywhere.
I would think... I mean, what is a natural habitat for a bull? Like, not a forest.
No.
A pasture, I guess. Surely they mate wildly, too. It's not like they're just only bred in captivity. Bulls be fucking.
Grasslands.
Yeah, so pastures.
Yeah.
I think that's the name
but
of the
typically,
episode.
like, where that area is for Baja California, like, pastures and shit is all near the beach.
Either way, bull wasn't supposed to be there. Woman was dumb as fuck for feeding it.
I think it was because the people that were speaking Spanish and that were like actually like they seem like they're native to the area, not natives. that they're not. I would say locals. Let's go with locals.
Natives. Is it like calling them exotics?
It just feels
Does
weird.
that feel off
It
to
just
you?
feels weird. Native Baja Californian. They seem to just understand. Like, don't bother it.
They didn't even give us her name, which is unfortunate because I was looking at it, it's like, oh, she does look like she could be white from this
I
picture.
kind of wanted, because she's a tourist.
Right, but it's a distant picture. Well, if she's a tourist, she's probably definitely white. White bitches be trying to feed everything.
Yeah, like this bitch has got this like fucking canopy over here with her coolers and
She thought she was gonna be Snow White.
yeah, her hat and her little whatever this thing is that's covering her bikini. She's just like, middle-aged woman on her live, laugh, love journey.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is too. Eat, pray, love too, or whatever.
Or yeah, eat, pray, love, not live, laugh, love.
Oh, she was probably doing that until the bull started attacking, and she was definitely not laughing and not holding onto the living very well.
Oh God.
But the article just says that the video shows a woman being attacked by a bull while on the beach in Los Cabos. In a rage, the bull is seen striking the woman as other tourists watch it with horror and disbelief. Prior to the attack, the bull can be seen accepting food from the woman that she was feeding him under a canopy. The two became brief friends until the unexpected retaliation
Brief
occurred.
friends.
Yeah, anything that's calmly eating from you is a brief friend.
But does the video show why it even started attacking her?
No, it just looked like it was just kind of like approaching her and she was trying to leave her alone. The bull knocked the woman to the ground and continued to attack her as she laid on the sand while making several attempts to escape. On the video, a beachgoer is heard saying, "I'm going to help." There is no word of the status of the woman or her injuries. U.S. Today reached out to Los Cabos travel authorities to find more information.
I'm actually really surprised no one's actually said what her name is yet.
Oh, it says here, bulls,
I told you, bulls are native to the area.
I didn't know you were reading. I thought you researched.
Well, no, I just I looked it up, but like I didn't even realize that like they were gonna say it. But yeah, like that, I just love that it was telling me that I was right.
Bitches be tripping.
Yeah, it says here that the animals often come to the beach, and they recommend tourists never feed the animals.
You wouldn't think you'd have to recommend tourists not approach or feed bulls. You would think that they'd just be like, "Oh shit, there's an animal that can do some real damage. I shouldn't go near it."
Okay, well that's just like the people who fucking jump into the enclosures for like the tigers and shit.
Or like the people who jump at the orcas in the water.
Yeah, all of that. Like it's just like you're not we may be considered an apex predator, but we're not an apex predator that can go up against another apex predator without weapons.
Right, exactly. Yeah, we have the intelligence on our side. Well, in most cases, we have intelligence on our side.
Not these people today. These are all people that are the perfect example of fuck around and find out, and they just by sheer luck seems to have been like able to get through without being like unscathed. Except for the girl who got bit by a priest. We don't know what happened to her.
Yeah, for all we know, she had life-threatening diseases or something.
She may have like some like skin disease now.
She for sure has at least a good story.
I would never not tell that story at a party.
You would always tell people forever if a fucking priest bit you.
And I would go on a media press tour about why the Catholic Church is so fucked up, just solely based off the fact that he bit me.
Be like, this just in, another Catholic priest story in the news, but not for the reason you think.
I would literally milk the shit out of that story.
And then you'd immediately have to go in through all of the press interviews and everything, and be like, I was just really hungry that day, and I thought if I could just get my hand on a batch of Jesus. Now, I have partaken, having grown up in a Christian church, I have partaken in communion many, many times before. And it's always been grape juice. They've never given us wine, but like when
they never give you wine?
No, not the church that I grew up in. I think because they wanted underage people to be able to take communion.
You can.
They probably wanted to play it safe, or maybe they were worried that not everybody likes her. They were worried about alcoholics in the congregation or something.
It's one sip.
But one sip's all you need sometimes, buddy.
It's the blood of Christ.
You would know if you had just one.
Well, no, so that's what gets me.
If you had just one bump of cocaine, it would just send you into a frenzy.
I've never known. So, according to my dad, though, I have. No, but that's what gets me is like just these conveniences. Like you can conveniently swap out the wine for grape juice just because.
Yeah, and I mean it has no altering on the meaning whatsoever.
Yet the Holy Sacrament itself of the Eucharist and communion is that it's supposed to be
And
the Jesus and the
it's
wine.
always different place to place too. I've seen some Euchariments be Eucharist, not Euchariments. I don't even know the fucking word. I'm a sacrament in Eucharist. The Eucharist is sometimes a little round wafer. I think at one church I went to, I saw them give out vanilla wafers instead. I think at one point when I was real young and like it wasn't Bible study, well I guess Bible study, whatever you call it, when the kids would go to their little separate place or whatever. I think we took communion with grape juice and vanilla wafers.
What?
But then sometimes they're like little, like almost like croutons, like rectangular croutons. Almost. Maybe they were croutons for all I
Ooh,
know.
let's go to Amazon and see how much a Jesus costs.
I tell you what, though, there's a Jewish wine called, I think it's Manischewitz or something like that. I'm probably saying it way wrong because I'm very much not Jewish. But it's the best wine that tastes like grape juice I've ever had. And it's
What?
meant to be for Jewish communions and stuff like that, or whatever their equivalent is of communion. And I went to the store and I was like, you could just buy this straight off the shelf.
Really?
Yeah, and it's delicious. And I've never had it since I stopped dating a Jewish girl.
I need to enter in this password. Hold on one second. I'm trying to.
What are you looking into?
I want to know how much Jesus costs.
Jesus Christ. Are you typing in Jesus?
I should see if it works. Let's do it.
What does the body of Christ cost?
Oh my God. It comes up.
Under Jesus.
Oh, it's a t-shirt. Never mind. Okay, so Jesus wafer.
This feels so sacrilegious.
$5.99 for a 6 count of fellowship cup, which is a fucking, and then communion wafers are $14.99. 50 of them.
Really charging an arm and a leg for the body of Christ.
They're gluten free, and it's a garbanzo bean.
It almost makes sense that it has to be gluten free because you don't know who in your congregation might have a gluten allergy.
Potato starch.
And the last thing you need is to be passing out communion and having somebody have a bad reaction to it and start, seizing up or not breathing or whatever. And then it becomes a whole exorcism thing.
Right?
It's like she took the body of Christ and it fucking denied her going into a seizure.
I love the features that are listed on this for the communion wafers. Ready to serve, unleavened, resealable bag. Like that is the key. That's the selling point, is a resealable bag for these people.
That reminds me of another not great thing I've done before in the past.
Oh no. What is it? Where's the nutritional value?
Somebody who was a friend of mine in my 20s that I haven't talked to in ages now, so I don't think he'll ever see this. He told me for so long that he had an allergy to gluten, and he's allergic to gluten. And I said, I don't think that's true. Like, I've seen you eat things with gluten in it before constantly. And he's like, no, I can't. If I have gluten, I will get hives, and if I eat too much of it, I'll die. I was like, I don't think that's true at all. And like, I've seen him eat breads and pastas and everything else that have gluten in it. I was like, I feel like you're wrong about your gluten allergy. But he kept fighting with me, insisting that he had one. So one day, I fucking made him something very much not gluten free, and he ate it all, and nothing happened. And I was like, this is either going to prove that he's a fucking liar, or it's going to kill him. But we'll figure it out when we get there.
You got to cross that bridge at some point.
Cross the bridge at some point. I felt pretty good about my odds.
So what did you give him?
I don't remember. It's been a long while. It's probably been at least a decade, maybe longer.
So there's conflicting answers here. I said, can you die from a gluten allergy? Celiac disease itself, which is the gluten allergy, is not going to kill you. But NIH.gov says that a wheat allergy can be life-threatening and lead to anaphylactic shock.
Okay, so maybe in retrospect, rolling the dice on that may not have been a great idea.
Oh my God. So over time, a range of problems can develop as a result of the body's reaction to gluten. skin rashes, lactose intolerance, to the more extreme of infertility, bone weakness, and nerve damage.
God damn it. 20-year-old me should have probably fucking looked this shit up.
This is hysterical.
I was just like, no, he's for sure lying about it. Let's just see what happens.
But then again, the next article says celiac disease is not a fatal condition. So it's like,
but maybe it's the condition itself is not, but because of the allergy itself.
but celiac disease is the allergy.
Right, but you won't die from it just existing in your body. But the wheat that you're allergic to could kill you. I don't know.
Wild.
If you have celiac disease, that fucking came out weird. If you have celiac disease, let us know if gluten can kill you, and if I probably shouldn't be confessing to attempted murder. there's a statute of limitation on attempted murder, right? Okay,
of course,
we're fine.
You're fine. You're in your 30s now. It's at least past 10 years. We're good to go.
At least fine.
We're good.
Oh, god damn it!
I think that's a great place to end.
Yeah, I think we've. Well, I always say we said we did what we set out to do, but I really backtracked a lot in this episode and talked about the horrible things that I've done. So
It's fine.
I mean, I called 911.
Yeah, you balanced it out.
I'm basically a true American hero. That would have been a great time to pull a MAGA hat out.
It's like every episode you just give me reasons to just start holding auditions for a new co-host.
Did you want an update on Viennese boy?
That's how we should close this out. Yes.
With an update on Viennese boy. All right, let me send this video to you. This is not so much a fuck around and find out.
This is just an update from a previous episode.
Yeah, so if you watch the Savor the Sausage, and I'm not sure about what order I'll do these two in, because the reason we've been off for so long, and maybe no matter which order I do, you'll notice we were off for a while. We recorded an episode like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and we had issues where the video kept cutting out on us. And we downloaded the first part of the video to my computer, and then we recorded the rest of the video or the rest of the episode on a separate video, and then we put that on my computer. And then we found out that the first part, which was the bulk of the episode, was an hour long, was corrupted. And no matter what we did to it, we could not get it to uncorrupt or to save it in any way whatsoever. And I was about to give up, but we fixed it. So you may see this episode first, or you may see that one first, depending on which order I decide to do it in. Either way, this update comes from the episode Savor the Sausage.
Yep.
So if you've watched that one, you'll know what's going on here. And if you don't know what's going on here, well, you're going to get another dose of this guy.
And then go back to that other episode.
Yeah, and then go back to the other episode. So I don't think we have to do like the whole earbuds. I'll send it to you. We can just watch it on my thing and post a video. And
I don't even know where my earbuds are.
Oh, down there.
Oh. What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive. All right. Let's get this video and I'll make sure I turn up.
Why does he have the Dahmer glasses?
I'm here to show you how to properly eat 4 hot dogs. First, you're going to need your 4 hot dogs.
He looks like existing is hurting him.
Yeah.
Mine's hot sauce. Alright.
Yeah, he's like struggling.
He's struggling to live.
Then take your first hot dog. Your second hot dog.
Why isn't he cooking them? I know that they're already cooked. Oh.
I also like how his body is working so hard to exist that it looks like his eyes are separating at various points in this video.
Yeah, his nose bothers me too. It's weird.
Take your third hot dog.
He's regretting this. Actually, he might not be, but he's just definitely struggling.
You think this is how he eats on a regular basis?
I was thinking, oh God.
He's suffering. Did he shave this side of his face, but the other side's completely unshaven?
It looks like it. Or is that his hair in the back?
Fucking neckbeards. He regrets this so much.
You're gonna take the last one. You're not gonna put hot sauce on it.
He didn't put hot sauce on any of the other ones, though. He just drank it.
Yeah, he's not going to do that, though.
Why is this the most awkward thing I've ever watched in my entire life?
I just don't understand. No. Don't you fucking dare.
You don't need the hot sauce.
I think this juice.
But you have
No.
the skin rod water.
Oh, God.
Alright. We made the 4 hot dogs. We drank the hot dog water. It was good. It was really good. I'd recommend it to anyone.
But they're not even warm. Why does he have to drink the juices? God, it's so foul. And I really and while we were watching this, before you even said it, I was thinking to myself, I was like, what would it be like with his parents eating dinner as a family?
He just sits there. They have a nice chicken and steamed vegetables and rice or something, and
He's
sitting
just
there
shoveling it in,
a pot of hot dogs.
and then he's taking the fucking hot sauce like that. Like, what the fuck?
They're like, we can't even have hot sauce in our house because he
Who
won't stop drinking
Taught
it.
this man how to eat. And I wonder if he's like, what was that show, Nutty Professor, where everyone in the family was also really large?
Yeah.
So, is his family also the same way? Because, that doesn't seem like learned behavior. It seems like learned behavior.
I don't know, but I do have some comments from people who also endangered their brains by watching this.
What are they?
All right, so Reverend Moyer, another priest, here we go, says, the deep breaths, that's what does it for me. The sheer terror his body is in while voluntarily suffocating. Genius. He really is suffocating the entire time, too.
Yes, and he just, but why is he doing these videos? Is someone telling him to do it?
I don't know if this came before the Viennese. I call them Viennese now, and I hate that I do that. Or if this was a step up from them, or if this came before the Viennese. I have no idea.
What is his name on TikTok? Don't tell it. We're not plugging him. We are not plugging this man.
It bounces all over the video, so if I show the video, it has it on
It's
there.
fine, but we're not plugging him. But you need to send it to me in text messages because I have got to go look through this page.
I'm here to show you.
Oh god, please don't do it again. I'm _Dakota Soda _20.
I didn't want you to plug him.
Dakota Soda.
Fine.
Another one here. Derek Haga says, this should be put in a time capsule and saved for future generations to see. Could you imagine a future 200 years from now where they're like, what were our ancestors like back then during a less civilized time? And they find this capsule that they're like, we're going to find out what was on this hard drive. And it's just this guy fucking eating hot dogs. This is what came before.
So that reminds me, did you ever see that person on the internet who found a shoe or made a shoe that looks like a dinosaur footprint?
Mm-mm.
So what they do is they go in the woods and just random places and just start leaving these footprints, but it's just their shoes. And then their whole hope is that those footprints get fossilized and they throw all of history off.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, that person is.
You have to make a really
sinister.
heavy print, though, for it to probably last. Otherwise, it's just going to get eroded from
It was
weather.
definitely heavy. It was pretty deep in the ground. So his profile is, I'm 25. Fuck love. I'm done. I give up on love.
Keep up on love?
Oh, God.
Apparently not for
Oh,
the
God.
hot dogs.
He has a link tree. Oh, God.
I swear to God, there's a website of him eating hot dogs. Or an OnlyFans.
He put his cash app. Donate to me, but not required. Kick, but he spells it Kick. Oh, this is a new program. I thought he meant like KIK, like the app, messenger app. So this is another streaming place. I didn't know that.
Can you imagine doing live streaming of you just downing hot dogs?
So he's got Kick. He hasn't.
Please
He's
don't say
sponsored by
OnlyFans.
an energy drink.
I swear to God, if you say OnlyFans, I'm going to quit this podcast.
Follow me on Twitch. Snapchat. What is he doing on
You
Snapchat?
could snap him. He could be your new best friend on there.
What is he doing on Snapchat? Instagram? No.
You seem more concerned the more places you find him.
What? Guess what his name is on Instagram?
What?
And he even. I hate it here. Just guess what his name is.
Is it Dakota Soda anything?
No, it's Giggle Time Gaming.
I don't know that man knows how to giggle because. Oh, God.
Wait. It gets better. Are you kidding me? I gotta open up my answer. I don't want. I hate this.
You're going far too deep of a rabbit hole dive.
He used to play karate.
He used to fight crime, but now he fights his air passageways as he crams fake processed meat down his gullet.
Giggle Time Gaming.
There's no way that man fights anything other than the.
I didn't want to follow him.
Oh, now you fucking did it.
Oh no!
Now you guys are gonna be besties.
Don't do this to me.
He's probably scrolling your profile right now.
Oh god. How many followers? Okay, so he only has 165 followers on Instagram.
Thinking about swallowing your skin rug.
Oh god. Fuck love. He's done with love.
You don't need love, buddy. That's all primal.
But he has 16.9 thousand followers on TikTok with 349,000.1 likes.
That sounds about right. Here we are.
He created a subscription on TikTok, so it's basically like, oh god.
And here we are struggling not to get the comment. Let's start a podcast, bro. Why do you look mortified?
I'm so mortified.
You look like you came across his OnlyFans page. And he insists on giving it away for free.
No, it's just, oh god. Every day we get farther and farther away from God.
God has forsaken us. So another one of these comments from Drew Ivy says, reading the comment and just hearing the slurping and wheezing, I'm done for the day.
Oh my god, I hate it here. I wish I never saw any of this.
Ryan Wolfhouse says, try an apple. I don't know if they want him to try to ingest an apple the way he does the hot dogs.
No.
Or if they're just like, please.
It's a fat shame.
Please eat an apple. Here's where I decided.
Wait, he has Get Good on his profile.
Oh, of course he does. Here's where I decided to join the fray. Somebody, Kyle Kruger says, who hurt this guy? And I typed diabetes.
Oh my god.
Another person said, I'm building an empire on my For You page. And I said, I'm building a binder at the FBI have reasons to watch me.
He looks like he's in pain. Why does he look like he's in pain?
Existence is pain. Oh my god.
Oh god, he has a girlfriend that.
I thought he was done with love.
This is like an e-girl that he's in love with, it looks like.
Oh, okay. So he's not done with love. He's just going to lust after her for a while. He's who would drink bathwater.
Oh, fuck. Oh, he's send this to your ex. And it's a picture, it's a video of someone singing on a bridge, and he goes, how I feel. I hate it here. We're done. This is how we're ending the episode.
You're going to have night terrors.
No, because now I'm like gonna obsess over this and need to like do a deep dive and find out why anyone even gives him the time of day.
Well, in closing, I think that even though I've revealed a lot of horrible things about myself, we may not be the world's greatest people, but I didn't kill that guy.
And I didn't damage that person's car with my cart.
I thought you did.
No, I don't think I did.
You didn't think you did because you didn't watch for verification?
No, I moved the cart. I moved the cart back in the.
Oh, you caught it
corral.
before it.
No, I let it hit the car, but then I went and got it.
After it hit the car, so it did damage.
No, but it didn't do any damage that
Oh,
I saw.
so it wasn't like you stopped it from hitting it and doing damage. You let it hit it and then went and grabbed the
Yeah,
cart.
because I threw it. I like rolled it, and it took a very hard right, and it hit this car, and it was like it had a life of its own. And then I just like kind of moved it and put it back in the corral.
So maybe this episode we can't justify that we're not the worst people.
No, that's an okay person type behavior.
Okay, it's okay person. I was gonna say we can't justify being good people, but I think the overall this episode, other than the fuck around find out, is that every day we stray farther from God.
Yeah, basically, basically.
All right. Well, on that note, our socials. I guess we should probably plug those for people to follow us.
Just follow us on TikTok.
I still haven't made a website. I'm really
follow
bad
us
at
on
this.
TikTok.
Just follow us on TikTok. Okay, great things.
Great friends, okay people.
Yeah, that one. What he said.
I don't know why it's a struggle for him. Not that hard.
You know what else isn't hard? Ingesting this can of beans.
Good night.
Roll out beautiful bean footage.